Good day, everyone. It's a girl, Makizi again, and I trust you all are doing great. Today we'll be talking about a very important yet neglected factor in the society, and that is value. Value can be your measure of usefulness, and it can also be seen as your principle. Your personal belief system, the things you hold on to high esteem. When we look at this, it's just like when we dey write business plan that year, we dey find loan up and down for our business. There was this thing, they tell us to write value proposition of your product or your service. It's like you telling the world the benefits of your product, what impact, what problem your product is going to solve. So it's the same thing with we humans. We all have our value proposition. We all have our usefulness, what we can give back to the society. When we look at these things, we categorize values into two. One is our superficial values, or I call it physical values. Then the other is our core values. Our superficial or physical value has to do with our transactional skills. you know, when we have things like you are a computer literate, you have good management skills, you you you're eloquent. These things they're all transactional. These are skills that will make you stand out in society. Good to go. Then we also have core values. These core values are important values. These are virtues. These are principles backed with integrity. You know, when we look at these things, we are able to decipher the difference between these two things. One can have a good measure of transactional skills. You can have a good a good superficial skill, yet you lack in your core values. Let's give an example. You can have a well-known manager in the world, very reputable. Any business where the guy touch like this, now success, one touch, bam, you don't go. You get track record, one, two, three, four, five, six business, very successful businesses. Yes, he has good management skill. But this same man, if he come for a house, he dey bust anything bustable. He dey bust wife mama, he dey bust wife sister, he dey bust wife friend, bust house help, bust anything bustable, and you talk say that man get integrity. He lacks core values. He lacks integrity, he lacks dignity. So you see, one can actually have your transactional skills that keeps you afloat, but you can lack your core values. I make them say, they said, how dem take put am again? They said, you will stand, a man that is diligent in his duties will stand among kings. Yes, your transactional skills and values will make you stand amongst kings. But what keeps you afloat is your virtue. Your virtue here has to do with your core values. I make them still talk am again. Say if you feed the kings, you eat from their treasury. If you feed the mind of a king with your virtue, if you feed the mind of a king with a core value such as loyalty, such as integrity, the treasury of the kings now your own. So your superficial value can get you to the kings, can make you stand out where the kings they stand amongst them. But wetin go keep you afloat na your core values and your virtues. Ask any big man wey you know, make him choose between a very skillful worker, a very, very skillful manager, and a loyal manager. Which one he will choose? He will tell you point blank. He would rather choose a loyal manager because when you are loyal, you are teachable. And anybody that is teachable can learn anything on earth. So you see that your core values speaks more for you. Your virtues speaks more for you than your superficial values. Now this thing now bring us to the main cocoa of wetin dey happen for our country. The rate of divorce dey high. Why? Most people will just boy toast you. You get money, you get Range Rover. Before you know, bam, you don't begin the marry. You won't marry him. Have you sat down to ask yourself what his value systems are? Have you asked yourself what he believes in? What he holds to high esteem? As a man, you won't marry a woman. Yes, there's what they call understanding, and there's what they call alignment. Not be every value you go understand with person. Understanding value, for example, me now, I feel be introvert. Person won't marry me fit to be extrovert. Okay, how do we talk this over? How do we make sure we understand ourselves not to have issue? Okay, 2 days you go stay out, you go have fun with the kids. The other 5 days you can go out and have fun with your friends. I don't get problem. That one you can understand. But when we talk about values such as faith, imagine when you are born again and you have someone that is not born again, my brother, it no go work. That means they say be not unequally yoked with unbelievers. What we are trying to say now is a belief system. For example, in business relationship, Mr. A and Mr. B, they go into partnership. Mr. A come talk say the 1 billion wey dem give us for contract, 300 million I go take and you go take 300 million. We go use 300 million share for the top official as it dey happen for our country. But the other 100 million, we will just carry caterpillar, go there, and pour quota and the rest, pour this, do small shakara. Before you know, 6 months, people go forget wetin dey happen. Dem go forget say dem give you contract. We'll share the money. Then the other man is saying, no, I can't do that. My integrity speaks. When you look at these two people, they can't survive in a partnership because one wants to do what is right and the other wants to squander. So if you are not in a shared value system with somebody, do not go into a relationship with that person. If not, you're going to get quanta all the time. Be not unequally yoked with unbeliever. No be joke. Anybody will not follow for your belief system. Forget it. If you are a man of integrity, stick to someone with integrity. If you want children, stick with person where you want children. If you want fitness, if fitness is a goal that you can understand. But if it is something that you hold to high esteem, please get someone that shares your value with you. Don't be say every day we're going to hear quanta for things wey don't make sense. So we need to ask ourselves this question. What do we stand for? For what do we want to be known for? What value? What do we want to be spoken of us after we leave this earth, even while we are still on earth? I won't take and jejely they run this thing. We need to hold certain things more important than money. Value is the principal thing here. We'll learn to encourage ourselves. We'll learn to help our nation. Not be everybody supposed to be your friend. Anybody who need to think well not supposed to be your friend. If not your own, my brother, you will receive them. But if not be your own, you clear for rules. I still your girl Makizi now. When they talk about my go. Peace out.